Hi, good morning. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. The World Bank is forecasting a 5.5% expansion of Ghana's economy this year. That's according to its January 2022 Global Economic Prospects Report. The projected growth rate is lower than the International Monetary Fund's projection of 6.2%. It is, however, higher than Sub-Saharan Africa's average of 3.6%. Charles Nixon-Yeboah takes us through the report.
Ghana will certainly become one of the fastest growing economies in sub-Saharan Africa based on the forecast by the World Bank. The report said elevated commodity prices are projected to both support recovery in extractive sectors and boost export and fiscal revenues. This will help ease some pandemic-induced fiscal pressures and external financing needs. It, however, pointed out that many sub-Saharan Africa countries including Ghana and Rwanda, witnessed a marked deterioration in fiscal balances because of deployed relief measures, depleting already narrow fiscal space. This, together with constraints on financing and pressures to improve debt sustainability, will lead to a much less supportive fiscal stance across the region over the forecast horizon. The World Bank also forecast a growth rate of 5% for Ghana in 2023, but maintained the 4.1% rate for last year. The economy expanded by 6.6% in the third quarter of 2021. Education, health and social works, information and communication, as well as hotel and restaurants drove the growth rate.
Prices of petroleum products are expected to go up beginning this weekend. This is based on new price lists of bulk distribution companies for the next 2 weeks, cited by Joy Business. George Raffi has more.
The data showed that a litre of diesel should be going up by 4.78%, while a litre of petrol should be increased by 5.21%. This should translate into 32 pesos increase for diesel. When it comes to petrol, we should be doing about 35 pesos per litre. This is the price that the bulk oil distribution companies are willing to sell to the oil marketing companies from this Sunday, January 16. This should mean that these retail companies may have little choice than to pass it on to consumers from next Monday, as some have argued that looking at the current challenges facing them, it might be difficult to absorb the expected adjustment going forward. The increase has been influenced by rising prices of crude oil on the international market due to the fact that these traders think that the Omicron variant may no longer pose a major threat to demand for their product as more economies are now opening up. Well, at the end of the day, many will be looking forward to see what the three major oil marketing firms, that is Shell, Total and Go, will be doing when it comes to their margin of increase, a move that would influence the over 100 oil marketing companies in the country when it comes to their pricing. But some have argued that since the Ghana cedi is still depreciating against the US dollar and crude oil expected to increase further in the coming days, well, consumers may have to brace themselves for more hikes in the coming weeks.
Now, as government works to deal with the unemployment situation, it is devoting this year to building entrepreneurs. One of the things, if you're considering entrepreneurship, that would make your business stand out is branding. Impressions do count. Well, branding strategist Bernard Kelvin Clive shares some tips.
The thing is that it said that even if you're on the right path and you don't keep on pushing, you'll be run over. So in this very competitive world now with social media and all this stuff, if you think you've arrived, you rot. So the thing is that if you arrived, you rot. If you are green, you grow. So constantly, you need to keep on putting your brand in the face of people so that you become the go-to person. So when you thought of maybe branding, entrepreneurship, and business, maybe you might think of Echo. When you think of something, the name comes in mind. But if you start losing that hold, your brand, you're losing business. So I ask people simple questions. Why does Coca-Cola still keep advertising? You have all the money in the world and all that. If you lose your ground, then there's a product at the next corner. I tell entrepreneurs that your competitor is just a click away. So consistently, you need to push out your brand. Let them know the value you can offer. Let them create that perception and hold that in the minds of your audience and the market. That this is what you stand for. They can patronize you. If not, the next minute, decade, when you're gone, you're wide off. So very critical in this age that you constantly let your brand be known, seen, heard by providing value.
And we have an exciting conversation tonight on Joy Business Social, on mentoring and networking, how to make it work. We'll have Farouk Kailan, who is CEO of Premium Africa Holdings, as our guest tonight. That is across our social media platforms at 6. Don't miss it. That's business. Sports is coming up.